Live on your mental health, the startling effects of internet addiction. There's a new study that finds teenagers are at the highest risk. Here to talk about this is Dr. Khadija Booth-Watkins, the psychiatrist and the associate director of the Clay Center for Young Healthy Minds at Mass General Hospital. Always great to talk with you, doctor. We know that parents who say that their teens are addicted to their phones, I would say it's more than just teenagers. In your world, how is a true internet addiction diagnosed?
So we do have to be careful. Well, thank you for having me back. We do have to be careful. We do use these terms pretty casually, and I think what we have not determined yet that there's not a diagnosis of internet addiction, but it has been recommended for further research. But I think what parents really want to know is how do they know if this is their use is a problem for their child? And so it really boils down to compulsive behavior, excessive use, and disruption in functioning and interfering in their lives. And so really when our kids are having trouble with getting to school performance, completing schoolwork, if their internet use is getting in the way of them being able to connect with peers or even engage with other extracurricular activities outside of what they do on the internet, it's problematic. If our kids are not taking care of themselves, like their basic needs, if they're not, showering, getting to bed on time, getting up in the morning, eating, it's a real problem. And what makes it a little bit challenging is all internet use is not created equal. And so kids use internet for so many other things, right. Schoolwork, research, applications. So we do have to kind of think about this and not make it something that is kind of confined to a hard time or number of hours.
No, good point. And what's the line there? It's just so difficult to see. Right. Researchers in this new study reviewed brain images for teenagers diagnosed with this so-called internet addiction. What did they show?
So what we do know is the brain is still under construction, if you will, until the kids are, 24, 26 years old. And so some studies have shown that there are disruptions in the areas of the brain that really support executive functioning, which is really the ability to kind of organize, prioritize tasks, and then execute them. But it also shows that there's been impact and negative impacts in the areas that support working memory, that support the ability to focus and attend. And this, we know, can really have impacts on their ability to function at school, but also in their social and emotional functioning as well.
All right, so we always ask you this question, but we really do want to know, what's your advice for parents?
Well, we have to, as you kind of alluded to, we have to model and practice and have conversations about healthy use and how we develop healthy habits. We have to begin to sit with them and talk to them about their use, how their use is maybe getting in the way, help them become more aware of how they're functioning when they use, and make sure that we are helping them set these healthy habits. Like think about how we can set internet free or tech free time during the course of our day. How do we have maybe some hard stops, in the evening when we want to get ready for our evening routine? Making sure that we're being mindful that they're mindful that their internet use is not getting in the way of their ability to connect and build relationships and friendships or get in the way of family time. And of course, if there's concerns about the use being excessive and compulsive and interfering, really it's important to seek help early.
It is. And you know what? I hope that if there's one parent out there and hears your advice and they recognize that they listen and they do something about it, because everybody can be helped. Dr. Booth-Watkins, thank you so much. Be well.
Thank you.